guys and girls, my name is Levitee, and welcome back to our next Pokemon Showdown session. And now I know I said that I would be doing viewer recommendations for the next session, but Lord Exodum, he had a brilliant idea, and I had to jump on board to his idea right away. And this idea is a PHARAOH SMP themed team. Now, those of you who are subscribed to me for a long time and remember this series, then you get this. If you weren't subscribed back then, if you're a new subscriber, basically when Minecraft was the main thing on my channel, I used to record an SMP called PHARAOH SMP. It's pretty much an ancient Egyptian SMP, so this is pretty much a team based on ancient Egyptian Pokemon. So first off, we have probably the most prominent ancient Egyptian Pokemon. We have Anubis, the Lucario holding the choice band with Justify, Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, Earthquake, and Thunder Punch. We have probably the second most Egyptian Pokemon in the game. Or maybe, yeah, this is probably the first one, I'd say. We have King Tut, the Cofagriefs with Leftovers, Mummy, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Toxic Spikes, and Shadow Ball with max HP for an attack. Let me change that quick because I knock off before I had Shadow Ball. So we'll change that. We'll put that there. For defense, 252 in special defense with a careful nature. And then we have Horus, our Mega Pidgeot, with no guard, Hurricane, Heat Wave, U-Turn, and Roost. And then we have max special attack, 4 in special defense, and max speed with the timid nature. And then we have Ra, the Healisk with... I'm trying to go with a different Healisk set today. Usually I always go with Specs, but we're going to try the Life Orb with Agility this time. So we got Life Orb, Dry Skin, Agility, Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, and Surf with max special attack, 4 special defense, max speed with a modest nature. And then we have Scarab, our Heracross. Now, ancient Egyptian Scarab, it's like the beetle thing. It looks more like Mega Heracross, but unfortunately Mega Heracross is not in Sun and Moon yet, so we just have to rock with regular Heracross. We got the Choice Scarf with Moxie, Mega Horn, Close Combat, Rock Slide, and Knockoff, and we do not have any EVs on this guy. That could have been very bad. Yeah. So that's Scarab the Heracross. And then for our last Pokemon, we have Hieroglyphics, Sigilyph with Leftovers, Magic Guard, Thunder Wave, Roost, Cosmic Power, and Psychic with max HP, max special defense, and the rest of the 4 I was going to put in defense, but I must have forgot to. So that's it. I didn't want to go your standard Sigilyph set because I think it's kind of cheap strategy to use it. I still have Cosmic Power though, but I have Roost, Psychic, and Thunder Wave as my other 3 moves instead of Sword Power and Psycho Shift. I said that I want to do Question of the Days, ladies and gentlemen, so here it is. Question of the day is, if you guys do not know, Pheromosa was recently banned to Ubers. So I want to know what your guys' opinion on that was. So tell me if you think Pheromosa belongs in the Ubers tier, or if you think that it won't do good in there. But we're going to hop into the match now. So here we go. This guy's got... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that just destroyed your guys' eardrums. Okay. Okay. So this guy's got Mega Mawile, probably. Heracross, Goodra, Registeel, Cosmotos, I think. No. Komala, Cosmotos' ability, and Tapu Lele. So, very scary team. Tapu Lele, we want to take it out really fast. But possible leads, I can see maybe Mawile lead or Tapu Lele. We gotta remember that Bullet Punch will not work on this Tapu Lele, so we're gonna have to need a Scarab to come through here and Mega Horn this thing. I think I'm gonna lead with Horus so we can just U-turn out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we lead with Pidgeot. He's gonna lead with the Tapu Lele, actually. I guess we'll find out if he's gonna be Scarf here. I'm gonna stay in. I'm just gonna U-turn out. Super effective since he's Psychic. So we Mega Evolve. We U-turn out. He's not Scarf, which is nice. And now, what the heck is our switching this? I think King Tut is our switching this. Let me turn these cries down a little bit more because they're still a bit loud. I think King Tut is the switch in here. I don't remember. Is King Tut specially defensive? Yeah, he is. All right, we're gonna go into him. We can just Shadow Ball. We can just Shadow Ball back. So he's gonna T-Bolt us. Oh my god, that's just so much damage. Okay, so he has T-Bolt. That's good to know. He's not gonna stay in. I don't think. I feel like that the Mawile might come in, so I'm tempted to go for Will-O-Wisp here. But I'm also tempted to get out my Toxic Spikes. I think I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp because I really would like that Mawile to get Will-O-Wisp, so I'm gonna do that. So he's gonna withdraw into the Komala actually, so interesting. He's probably gonna have like, I don't know what Komala gets. I have no idea. I have never versed this thing before, but we missed our Will-O-Wisp, which is unfortunate. Let me just look up what Komala can do, because I think this is the first time I'm going up against one. If not, Lucario's a switch in here. But I feel like this thing, it looks like a Pokemon that would get knockoff. I don't know. Let me just look. Let me look. Alright, he gets Sucker Punch. Quash and Payback. So, it doesn't have that good options. So I think I might just stay in here. I'm gonna stay in just Will-O-Wisp again. He's gonna Wisher. So we burn this thing. Oh, he's immune! Well, let's look up what that does. Let's look up what Comatose does. I guess he's just immune to status. Comatose prevents Pokemon with this ability from being afflicted by any status condition except sleep. Okay, good to know. See, now we're good to that. So our Toxic Spikes will not be affected by this. I'm gonna Toxic Spikes here anyway. He's gonna return. It's a good thing I stayed in. I'm gonna get up a second layer. He has no poison types, and I don't think he has any reliable status clears, or not status clears, hazard clears. So I'm gonna get up a second layer. We'll slowly be able to chip down Pokemon with this. He's gonna Shadow Claw me actually. We eat that though, thankfully, and he does not have Comatose now, so I think I might Will-O-Wisp him here. Because he has Mummy now. Yeah, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp him here. The Psychic Terrain goes down, so he's gonna Wisher. Now he's Will-O-Wisp. There we go. There we go. We actually played that really good. That wasn't on purpose, too. That was just kind of on accident. But now. I'm just going to Pain Split here. Honestly, this thing's just going to get worn down. Actually, we could go on the Lucario. No, he's going to switch on to the Registeel. Okay. We're going to get a tiny bit of health back from this. But he's just going to go back to full with his thing. I think our switching is Lucario here. Actually, I kind of want to Will-O-Wisp this thing too, so let's do that. He's going to Toxic us. That's fine. We Will-O him. We got 2 Pokemon burned now. I'm going to go on to Lucario now, so I can Drain Punch this thing. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Do that. So Lucario comes in. Our Anubis. And he's going to protect her. Tapu Lele's probably going to come in. And Bullet Punch does not affect him, so I think I might just click Earthquake here. Yeah, it hits all of his Pokemon. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click Earthquake. So Tapu Lele is going to come in. He's going to get poisoned. Psychic Terrain is up. Earthquake, that does a lot of damage. He's not Scarf. We already confirmed this. But do we outspeed? 317. Okay, he still outspeeds us, which is a little unfortunate. I'm going to go right back into Cofagrigus, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go back in the Cofagrigus. So Cofagrigus is proven to be pretty useful right now. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Why is Tapu Lele so freaking good? Well, unfortunately, we have to let King Taco down here. I'm going to Pain Split anyway. Wait, why Pain Split? We're not going to get any health from that. But this Tapu Lele is going to die anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to send in Horus and U-turn out. So Kamala is going to come in. I might just stay in Hurricane this thing. It should do a lot of damage. And if we can just roost up anyway. So there we go. Hurricane, that does 46% damage. He's going to get confused too. Rapid Spin. I did not know this thing got Rapid Spin. But that's okay. He's dead anyway. He might switch in. No, he's not. He's just going to let this thing die. I was going to say he might switch in Registeel. So I was going to go for Heat Wave there. So that thing's gone now, but unfortunately we can't even get our hazards back up since Cofagrigus is gone. But that's okay. Guja's gonna come in. Guja. This thing's gonna eat up a Hurricane because he's most likely going to be a Assault Vest. So I think he's probably gonna go for Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna U-turn out. That does a decent amount of damage. And what do I send in here on this thing? Healers can't really do anything. It's probably Scarab or Anubis. I don't really feel like stalling this thing out with Hieroglyphics. And plus, he might have the opportunity to go for Thunderbolt, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to go on to Anubis. Drain Punch this thing. Drain Punch away. He's going to go for Thunderbolt. That is do 44% damage. I'm going to click Drain Punch. We can get some health back. I should do a decent amount to this Goodra since Choice Band. Yeah, that's going to kill. And we're going to get all of our health back. So Lucario is going to get the next skill. Now the Heracross is going to come in. He's obviously going to go for a fighting type attack. So I'm going to switch in Hieroglyphics here. I would switch in Horus, but Hieroglyphics resist both of his stab. Actually, I'm not sure if Sigilyph is a resist bug since he's half Psychic type and Flying type, so it might neutralize that out. I'm going to go out to Sigilyph anyway. He's going to go for Close Combat. He resists that by ×4. And I'm honestly just going to click Thunder Wave here. Unless he switches in Registeel. I don't think he will. I'm going to Cosmic Power here. Yeah, I'm going to Cosmic Power. So the Mawile is going to come in. He is most likely going to try and Sucker Punch us. But I'm going to Thunder Wave anyway. He Mega Evolves. We click Thunder Wave. He's not going to try and Sucker Punch us. He's going to click Sword Sense here, actually. That's a little bit scary. I'm going to click Cosmic Power again so we eat up some of his hits. We do that. Sword Sense again. That's a little scary, but that's fine. We can just send in Lucario. We resist the Sucker Punch by ×4. And then we can just get the Defiant boost off of that. So I'm just going to keep spamming Cosmic Power, really. He's going to get paralyzed in this turn, which is nice. Cosmic Power again. He's probably going to Sword Dance up again. Yeah, he's at ×4 now. I don't know what he can really do to touch me, though. Just a problem. He's going to play rough. He's going to miss, actually. That's unfortunate for him. I'm going to Cosmic Power again, just so we're at max defense and special defense. He's going to get paralyzed this turn, and I'm going to click Psychic. I know it's probably not going to do a lot of damage, but yeah, that's like a 7-hit KO. He's going to play rough here. Oh! I think we just have to let Hieroglyphics go down. Yeah, we just got to let him go down, get some damage on this full Iron Head. Now I'm going to send in Lucario. Earthquake. Or we could send in Horus. We still have speed. But I'd rather go into Lucario since we resist his Sucker Punch by ×4. So I'm going to click Earthquake. There we go. He must not have Sucker Punch. So that thing goes down. Lucario is going to pick up 2 kills. Heracross is going to come back in. And since Hieroglyphics is not around, Pidgeot is my switch into this thing. Pidgeot. He's going to click Close Combat. That does a lot of damage. We can find out if he's going to be Scarfed, but I don't think he'll stay in on me. I'm going to click Hurricane. So he is Scarfed. Okay, that's good to know. Ooh, okay. We just go out to our thing here. So I'm going to click Close Combat. Lucario or, actually, wait. Do I click that? Actually, you know what I might do? I might click Knock Off and get rid of his Scarf. No. I'm just going to Rock Slide. What's the best option? Yeah, I'm going to Rock Slide. So we do that. That does a lot of damage. He's going to flinch on this turn, too. I guess we won the speed tie. Now he's going to send in Registeel. He's going to eat that. Absolutely eat it up. That's fine. I'm going to send in Lucario here now and Drain Punch. Drain Punch away. It's a good battle, though. He's going to Toxic me. I'm immune. He should have expected Lucario to come out here, though, so. I'm going to click Drain Punch anyway. So we do that. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Registeel. And he's going to click Rest here. Does he Chesto Berry? Nope. Rest Sleep Talk? Registeel? Maybe? Drain Punch away. That's a 3-8 KO. 3-8 KO. So he's not Sleep Talk, he just has Rest. Alright, interesting. That's just free damage on us. That's just free damage on us, really. Really. So he's gonna wake up this turn. Go for Protect. It doesn't matter. We kill him anyway. He's just delaying the inevitable at this point. So we click that. There we go. He goes down. He goes down. And now I'm just gonna sack off Lucario here, let him get the defense drop, and then I can bring in Scarab and just Rock Slide again. So we're gonna just sack off Heliolisk instead. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Helix instead. Helix really has no use in this battle. So sack him off. He goes for close combat. That's gonna kill us. And now we can bring in our Heracross and just rock slide him. And if not, he's at minus defense. And oh crap, I didn't mean to go into this thing, but I'm gonna click bullet punch anyway. This should kill. He's at minus defense. There we go. So there we go. Heracross goes down. So GG to that guy. Oh, he left, so I can't even say GG. So if you guys enjoyed this Showdown battle, make sure to click the like button down below. And also do not forget to enter the question of the day. Get the heck out of here. I'll see you guys later.